sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, it's our main event between the Detroit Lions and our home team. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off on the NFL on EA Sports. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Stopped by Cedric Gray. Second down now, 7 to go. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out, someone who plays with his own signature brand of hero ball at quarterback, it's Cam Ward.
The reason the Cam Ward went those quarterbacks whose style of play just sets them apart. You just know it. He is a gunslinger, but looking for the balance of managing risks he takes. replicating those same fearless style of play right there in his pocket, that's going to be the challenge for him in his career.
Shotgun snap, man of war. That's complete to Alec Iomanner. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running for the first with Pollard. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right back to Pollard. Now he's past the 25. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Couldn't find a completion on first down. 2nd and 10, so look at 28.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They go play action with Goff. Big strike here to Williams. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibbs. He takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Another one for Gibbs. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Goff. That one complete to St. Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Coming right is Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line to gain. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here. Goff. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal. At the 8.
Gibbs again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's going to be a gain of 5 on what will be the final play of our opening quarter. They'll have some extra time to consider this call. It's going to be 3rd and goal as we hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gibbs. And this is going to end behind a line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. This is tough running with this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here we go.
Second and 6.
The give on second to Pollard. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Air it out on third. Throwing the out route complete. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for a first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the Lions' 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a first down.
Ready.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ward off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
60 vices.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. That's a pickup of 9. And that means first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another first down.
Let's go.
On the ground, Pollard. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Ward's going to throw it. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Another for Pollard. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
Eric Barnes on the tackle. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
This is 3rd and goal. Ward. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. All set for the kickoff. Slye with the honors.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for in the call sheet.
The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Off to the air now. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Out of the shotgun, Goff.
26-yard line.
This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
That's good. We're on Lions. First down.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that first down marker. Brock Clay gets it up to the 43.
It's a gain of 5.
Goff now on 3rd down. It's on target to Williams. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again. It's Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. Recovered by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. But where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right? He's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. 19, start.
Ward in the pistol. On the move, hit it right. He calls his own number again. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the gun, it's Ward. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
That's good. First down.
First down throw here for Ward. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He has the touchdown. These guys will add to their lead at the end of the half. Here's Slide to try the point after. Got a good play at the rain there. The extra point flies through. And his guys double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Dortch now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down. Line up the design keeper. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the 3rd quarter. Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
60
Ward setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And a first down.
Here's Pollard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ward setting the pass. He dumps it underneath. Pollard. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Ready.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Ward now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
4 more yards. That's another first down.
Ready.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the give, this is Pollard. And he gets in. Touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And these guys stretch their lead to 21.
Visitors 3.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions get ready to return to the field. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Checks it down to Gibbs. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. 2nd down now. They need 7.
And 7 at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Completed over the middle. This gets forward to around the 29. Sent down by Cody Barton. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go.
Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Into traffic. Complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
4 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he manages to find a little traction on that Soaps field as he fights forward for a couple. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Up to the air now. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. This is brought in by Laporta. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Lions first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Lions
From the gun, here's a handoff. Fights his way through a tackle. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
the 33-yard line.
Throwing is gone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
That's another Detroit Lions.
And off to Gibbs from the gun. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It'll be the Lions with possession, but this one pretty much decided at this point. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the gun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. That one complete to St. Brown. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. To the line and sets. Here we go, 1st down. Goff. Able to find right. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing again. Here's Goff. He brings it in. And they're going to have 1st and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
A gain of 4 yards.
And in motion, out of the slot.
1st and goal. At the 9.
Going again, it's Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Touchdown to bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He's going to throw again. Goff. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it 4th and goal. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
The play is a turnover on down.
Come on, come on. Steady.
1st and 10. It's Pollard. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
70 Lions.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
13.
3rd and long for him here. By some breathing room here, he's across the 15. And Ward's going to hit the deck as he gains enough for that 1st down.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run here with Tyjae Spears. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. 1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4
70 Timber, let's
at
go.
the 23-yard line.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. 220 from 1. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Yards on the play. That's good for a 1st
Ready.
down.
They run once more with Spears. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
Now give for the first time to Kalel Mullings. And before he can reach the 1st, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's Robinson on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the
These guys
50-yard line.
moments away from a 2-0 start.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
On 1st down, Spears. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
A A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Spears running behind center. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
And a first down.
Running the counter, Spears. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13.
19 Tigers. Ready.
Spears on the give, headed right. Tried to fight his way back to the middle, but he stopped after a yard. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.